Hey there, I, the Big Bad Wolf, am doing another one of these little vlogs. First off, another update on Disney's need to remake their animated classics in live action. What with the Dumbo and Aladdin remakes already having been released, and the Lion King remake coming out next week. Due to the success of the Aladdin remake, Disney's now moving forward with other remake plans. They've already released a teaser trailer for the Mulan remake. And it isn't even a musical.
And I'm not gonna be in it either. Oh man, it's bad enough to go crazy with all the live action remakes, and then they write me out of Mulan. Sheesh.
I feel your pain, Mushu. And they're also moving forward with their remake of The Little Mermaid. No, that's not what you think it is. It was definitely unintentional. And Disney already got a bit of backlash with the announcement of changing Scuttle to a female, and of course casting Halle Bailey in the role of Ariel. Now, I'm not a racist character, but this is still a somewhat unusual move for the classic story. I'm reminded when Disney made a live-action TV movie adaptation of Roger and Hammerstein's take on Cinderella and made the title character black. It may have been cool for the 1990s, but we're approaching the end of the new tens now. But jeez, all that harsh criticism on Halle Bailey being cast as Ariel. And as if that weren't enough, there's talk that Disney might be making a live-action remake of Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. What the heck? The Nightmare Before Christmas was always intended to be animated, given its plot and characters. How are they going to all pull off Jack Skellington's distinct round skull and such? Besides that. But there's also discussion that they may instead do a stop-motion animated follow-up or sequel. Now that would be more like it. The Nightmare Before Christmas is a cult classic. It's great to watch for the Halloween and or Christmas seasons. And they have a pretty funny werewolf character too. But also, as I may have said before, the Disney Vault's days are officially numbered. When the Disney Plus service starts later this year, it'll include all 14 of the big vaulted titles. That's Snow White, Pinocchio, Fantasia, Bambi, Cinderella, Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp, Sleeping Beauty, 101 Dalmatians, The Jungle Book, The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and The Lion King. In fact, this autumn, Aladdin is going to be released in the Disney Signature Collection of Blu-ray and 4K. Already? Its previous home video release in the Diamond Collection, no relation to the Black Diamond Classics line, was in autumn 2015, and only went back into the vault last spring. This is the shortest Aladdin has been in the vault, and will be its final time in there. As prior to this upcoming Signature Edition, Aladdin has only been released on home video 3 times since it was made, and for a limited time only each one. First in 1993 with the Classics Collection. Yeah, this is the VHS that was used in the new YouTube poop. Yep, and then in 2004 as a Platinum Edition, and then in 2015 in the Diamond Edition version. But anyways, I mentioned how the Disney Vault practice goes back to the mid-80s, when Walt Disney Home Video first began releasing the classics on home video, as they wanted them to still be exclusive events to drive up sales, and so they could still be possibly re-released theatrically. This is why Robin Hood was the first title released in the Classics Collection, as back in 1984 it was a less risky title for them, since it was initially largely just popular with children, and critics have often trashed it, some even comparing it to a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Just like in a YouTube poop. But if anything, that initial home video release helped gain Robin Hood a cult following, and may have also had a big part to play in shaping the furry fandom. And then they had an even bigger success releasing Pinocchio on home video. Oh, the following year. When they restored the film and re-released it theatrically in 1992, it didn't do so hot at the box office. Probably because so many people already had it on video. But the Vault practice would often have them be re-released in theater. It would still have them be strong sellers. The Black Diamond Classics collection really helped make Walt Disney Home Video what it is today. In fact, during the 90s, there were a lot more Disney animated titles that would be vaulted. But starting with the Platinum editions, Disney would reserve the whole thing for movies that sold the most video cassettes back in the 80s and 90s. Gee, it's really the end of an era. I wonder what old Walt would think of this. Given the shape his enterprise is currently in, I still wonder if Walt Disney's ghost haunts any of the big executives. Though there is a fanfiction I star in that involves how Disney is currently, including all those corporate buyouts and price inflations. It goes so far, Disney sets up a spy force to help carry out those actions. A link is provided in the video description. Check it out. Also, you may have noticed that so far this year I haven't done any book and audio read-along reviews on this channel. Oh sure, I did play a bit of that 50 Years of Disney box set from Innovation Records, but that was different. And even so, that was the only time I played any records or cassettes for you this year. But this is not the end of my doing those types of videos. Oh no. When Halloween gets near, I'll be reviewing a read-along title about a certain Disneyland attraction that just turned 50 years old. And who knows what I'll be doing next. After all, that new wolf, Zack, will also start appearing here quite a bit. Hopefully starting around the end of the summer. So stay tuned to see whatever I do next.